Good morning and welcome to this week's vlog. This is the push phase episode 12. Gosh, I can't believe it's already been 12 weeks that I've been pushing my weight up. But this week has definitely been a different one. So if you follow me on Instagram, which you probably do if you're watching this on Instagram or YouTube, this week was a deload week for me, which basically means that as of last Saturday, that was my last workout, and I did not train any of the days of the week, no cardio, nothing, until Friday, so like 2 days ago. Now the reason we decided to take a deload was because I felt absolutely fucked. Everything hurt. All my joints were feeling just like, I just felt like I was a few reps away from an injury. And to be honest, I hadn't taken a break, so to speak, from training since the beginning of March. So I got ill at the beginning of March, had a fever for a few days, and what felt like a migraine. Not COVID, as far as I'm aware. But I took a few days off training that week, just because I was not feeling well, and that was the last time I really stopped. Because since lockdown I've not actually missed a workout. I have trained, my 5 days a week, every week, bar one where I took an extra rest day, just because training has really supported my mental health during this time. Even if it's been training from home and it's been less than ideal, but yeah, so anyway, so this week was a deload week, a very much needed deload week, because as I said, I was feeling like I was just a few reps away from hurting myself, and I had no energy. Like, I just was not looking forward to my workouts. I felt just like hungry and cranky, but like not actually hungry and cranky, I don't know. So I took a deload, and it was exactly what I needed. I was able to catch up on some sleep, even though like I still get up, quite early in the morning. It just meant that I was able to do work in the morning and catch up on that. And yeah, it was just really nice. It was what my body needed. And finally, like, I always feel with deloads, and I was speaking to Indra about this, that like it always gets worse before it gets better. Like, for the first few days, like, my legs just felt so heavy. Like, I swear to God, my hips feel like I am about 75. Or felt like I'm about 75, not anymore. And it wasn't really until Thursday evening that I was like, oh, actually no, I do finally feel a little bit better. And then I felt, absolutely fine and fresh and ready to train on Friday, and back up high in spirits, because work had been really stressful the week prior, and had been quite stressful this week too. So that awkward moment when someone passes and you're here in the middle of nowhere recording a fucking vlog. Anyway, so yeah, the week itself had been quite stressful at work. I think like some of the kids we work with, like they've just been together for too long and they were just bouncing off each other. But anyway, so I checked in on Monday with Vaughn, and I insert the clip in here. And yeah, I mean, the decision was just like, take a rest. And basically I have just been eating like my non-training day calories, which has been absolutely fine. Obviously the energy demands have been lower, and I have been hungrier, but more just like towards the end of the day, which is normal anyway, because I don't have that much time to eat at work. So I'll have like my breakfast and whatever, then like a snack mid-morning, lunch after everyone's had lunch and everything's been cleaned, and then I might have a snack before I go back home and have like a bigger dinner, very early dinner. So anyone who knows me from back home would be pretty offended at the thought of me having dinner at like 5:30, but it just works for me. And then maybe something before I head to bed, like a hot drink or whatever. So that's kind of been what I've been doing, and my body weight kind of like dropped a little bit, but by like I don't know, like maybe overall point like 2 or 3 of a kilo, so nothing really. And kind of after training again on Friday and having my off-plan meal then, which was a vegatsu, like the katsu curry from Wagamama's, but the vegan version, abs, which was amazing by the way, and some ice cream, oh my gosh, and the Lotus Biscoff cream biscuits. It kind of just came back to where it was before, so I don't actually know what to expect from my check-in tomorrow. I'm not sure, like Yvonne and I were talking maybe about pushing food back up, up again, so depending on where my body weight was at, how it was responding, because technically on paper, well, what we had planned was for me to be about 1 kilo heavier than I am right now by the end of this month. Now obviously these plans, when we make them, like it's never like concrete, you kind of just do like a guesstimate of where we are likely to be, but as long as progress is still happening and that we're still seeing like muscular strength go up and whatnot, then there is no need always to keep pushing food up, but we'll see. Laura and I always joke about the fact that Vaughan is a bikini girl feeder, so he might be doing that. But yeah, no, other than that, like it's been a productive week overall. Just been felt really busy with my kind of daytime job, and with coaching, just setting up programs for clients in England, or finishing up kind of based on the details of what their gyms are doing, because obviously they opened yesterday and oh my goodness, yeah, I'm bitter, I'm sore in the soul. I'm very tempted to move to England, if anyone will take me, but yeah, so that's been exciting for them. And other than that, yesterday I finally went and got a sports massage done. Now I've had an issue, just like a shitload of tightness in my lat, right side lat, which then kind of like goes into my shoulder traps. I always carry tension in my neck, and I was fucked. I was like, just one big knot. Obviously training at home is less than optimal too for a lot of things. Like you've seen me doing my lunges and whatever with like a fucking 30 kilo backpack, which is like a backpack with 30 kilo plates inside it, which is obviously not what my back was intended or made for, and it's just made it worse. So I finally managed to get that massage done. And then I also went to get my hair cut. And it feels so nice and fluffy because it's been fucking more than 18 months since I got my hair cut. Which just shows you that I should probably start prioritizing myself a little bit more. In saying that though, like last Sunday or even throughout this Deload week, I have really made a point of prioritizing my own self-care. So last Sunday I went to the shops, bought myself some ice cream, I had a bath, a bubble bath, I watched Pitch Perfect, which is just like one of those movies that are intended for Deload weeks. And then just throughout the week I've just been, you know, at the end of the day having like a really hot shower before going to bed, because I just feel like that helps me pass out like that. Meditating more, making a bit more of a point of journaling on days where I had the energy to. I don't always journal much. Sometimes it's just like writing about my day in like a few bullet points, and other times it is just a bit more of a spiel going off on one. But it does really help. It kind of helps me keep accountable, stay focused, and I suppose remind myself of the things that I have and the things that I'm grateful for in life in general. And yeah, so my clients have been doing amazingly as always. I think we're all kind of getting to a point now where we're hitting a bit of a wall with this training at home maliki, like we're just kind of sick of it. So yeah, I suppose this week has just reminded me of the importance of self-care and how I really should prioritize it more. And I know I say this to my clients all the time, but then actually applying it to myself is not always the easiest. So this is a reminder for anyone watching that you should definitely prioritize your self-care. And yeah, so for the week ahead, the goal is just to like resume training as normal, resume that normal routine, and get back into the swing of things. I've got a couple of new clients jumping on board, obviously with the gyms reopening, starting down in England, and also hopefully not being too far away from us in Scotland. I'm super excited for them, and I suppose that's my weekly reminder to you that there is still time to make the most of this year, even though it feels like it's been a bit of a write-off. You can still achieve your goals. You shouldn't let COVID put a barrier, I suppose, to you achieving the things that you want to achieve. Especially if you're down in England and you're watching this and you feel like you're super excited to get back into the gym, but you've got no clue as to where to start, just drop me a message. I am running a limited time offer for the first week of gyms reopening in England, and I'll be doing the same when they reopen in Scotland. So make the most of it and message me the word change today. Or whenever you watch this, really. I know exactly what you mean, but it is the 26th of July today, so you've got up until next Sunday to do that. And yeah, I've got a couple of posing clients coming on board too, some who are competing at the end of this year, but some who are also looking to compete next year. So if you are planning on competing in bodybuilding as a bikini girl in the foreseeable future, do get in touch, because I am still doing posing from home, and it's likely that I'll continue to do posing from home for quite some time, at least until I know what the gist is with studios and whatnot. But yeah, other than that, guys, I think I'm going to leave this vlog here. Do get in touch if you've got any questions at all, and I look forward to catching up with everybody next week. Bye.